they had to deal with difficult people all the time. It was a slow process in trying to understand the policy. In fact, I was very much intimidated. How can I tell someone how to do their job when I never even processed an eligibility application myself? I felt that I was set up to fail. To make matters worse, no one really understood this program, not even my supervisor. And the unit that used to have this program was instructed by their division director not to give us any support or answer any questions because the program no longer belonged to them. I remember that one of my first tasks was to actually go to a benefits program committee meeting and talk to them about the auxiliary grant program. Well, when I got to the meeting, I explained to them what the auxiliary grant program was. It is a state supplement for low-income individuals who are aged, blind, and disabled. And the grant helped to pay for them living in an assisted living facility or adult foster care home. This grant took care of their monthly rent and board expenditures. And basically, when I finished my presentation, there was a question and answer session. And of course, the first thing that they asked me was a policy question and used terminology that I never heard before. Luckily, I was saved by the benefits program manager because she redirected their conversation to something else. And at that time, I promised myself I would never go volunteer for another committee meeting again. Now, to fast forward to 2014, the auxiliary grant program had a civil suit brought against the program. The National Association for the Mentally Ill, NAMI, alleged that this program was being discriminatory, that we were actually forcing mentally ill people to be placed in institutions because the grant was only utilized in assisted living facilities or adult foster care homes. To remedy this situation, they themselves had a lobbyist to put forth legislation to change the way the auxiliary grant program was to be utilized. They wanted it to be able to use it in the community in support of housing. This would allow mentally ill individuals to live independently and receive supportive services. Of course, the bill failed in the General Assembly in 2015. By that time, I've had with this program. I really had gotten to a point, I had no support, and I really wanted to get away from this program. I tried to apply for every job there ever came across the recruit, and unfortunately, I never got an interview. It was like God was saying to me, I'm not through with you yet. And I never forget that when my supervisor retired, she said to me, Tishaun, you need to own this program. And I didn't really give much thought about it. I said to myself, what does she mean I need to own it? So basically, I had realized that I had allowed my background experience to shake my confidence because I didn't have experience in the eligibility program. But to move forward, this year, there was a change, a turn of events. The Social Security Administration had a change in its policy. State supplements could actually start a new program and put a cap on it. This allowed for the auxiliary grant bill to move forward because before in 2015, the General Assembly didn't approve it because they didn't want to increase their budget because of the economic times. So with the cap, this allowed for the bill to move forward. So in 2016, the bill became effective July 1st. So what were the rewards in all of this? Well, for the first time, this bill was passed, and I became a part of a historical moment because NAMI and behavioral health have been trying to pass this bill for 5 years or more. Second, I was able to be part of the governor's bill signing with McAuliffe. Third, I got recognition from my commissioner and got a commissioner's award for $500 gift card. And then fourth, I actually hired my replacement, and I'm supposed to be supervising her. I say all of this to let you know that sometimes challenges may occur in our workplace or in our home life, but if we are patient enough, we can overcome these challenges because God is actually preparing us for promotion in due time. Thank you.